Hello and welcome to day 185 in my rebellious reality. This is titled Coming Back Home, meaning coming back to yourself. This morning, for me, was extremely tumultuous. Not a lot of sleep. Whatever sleep was there was interrupted. Just feeling really lethargic, having a refrigerator delivery that I couldn't help with, and that had a lot of stress put on it because of other people's emotional intelligence and how they were not appropriately handling their emotions. And then just like the fact that I didn't shower for 2 days. This morning I showered finally. And that I finally got to eat after noon. And then as soon as I got to finish my breakfast, baby was covered in shit and I had to change her, and just all the things, all the things that could go wrong. And then every little thing, my vibration would go down, my energy would get compromised, and then I wouldn't remedy myself, and then another little thing would fucking pile onto it. And by the time I finally got the things that I desired, my basic needs being met, food, shower, I was just in a funk. I was in a funk, looping in my head about all the shit, how fucking annoying it is, how I'm tired, how I'm fucking over this, when do I get time, I'm doing everything for everyone else, blah, 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 the whole same story, right? We all have a story or two or three that it just takes a couple things to knock us, to take us, by storm, knock us off our track, and it'll just pick up in that fucking trauma loop. So, the best way to get out of that trauma loop, which is located in the mind, is to come into your body. And so how do you do that? Many different ways, but the best and the fastest way is through the breath. And so as soon as I threw baby in this wrap to start walking, and I was in my little nasty mind spiral, my little trauma spiral in my mind, I just started breathing and I started looking around and just grounding myself into presence. Being present can be the same thing as coming home. When you're in your mind, you're in a place that isn't even real. You're living in illusions. You're living in either what's already been, what's come and gone in the past, or what you're anticipating is going to be part of the future, which you don't truly know, because the only thing that's real is right now. So taking deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and grounding myself back into the present moment. What am I grateful for? At the end of the day, who gives a shit about anybody's attitude delivering the fridge? Who cares how long it took me to get dressed and shower and eat? I'm nourished, I'm healthy, my baby's healthy, I have so much to be grateful for. I'm allowed to get upset when I get upset, but is it worth it? Is it worth staying upset? Is that going to meet my needs? Is that going to make my day better? No. So I'm valid in all the things that I felt, but I want to let them go. I don't want them to take me down for the rest of the day. And this whole thing about our trauma looping in our mind, this is why psychology does not work effectively. Because what psychology does is it keeps you in your shit. It keeps you talking about your shit. It keeps you thinking about your shit. And that is your spiral. That is your trauma loop. We have to be able to put a foot on the ground to balance ourselves between our mind and our body in order to get out of these trauma loops, in order to get back into our bodies, in order to get back into presence and gratitude for what we have, for what exists. Because this is a world based on law of attraction. If you're in your trauma loop, whatever you're thinking about, it's coming towards you. More and more and more of it are getting attracted towards you. That's why it's so important to be able to come back into presence, come back into gratitude, because when you're there, this moment is the only real thing, and B, you're finally attracting what you actually want to call in and not continued looping of trauma. So that's what I got for today. Gonna keep taking some deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. A horse trailer just drove by me. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Letting any sounds out. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. I'm outside and I don't give a fuck. And my baby doesn't care. She would sleep through a tornado if she was strapped on my body. In through the nose. Out through the mouth, giving you permission. Oh my gosh. My hair is everywhere. Giving you permission to be sloppy. Let that sloppy shit out. All right. Love you guys. Hope you got something from this. See you tomorrow.